We're on Twitch. Shower thoughts and 3 a.m. thoughts. I asked a bunch of AI to give me a lot of shower thoughts, 3 a.m. thoughts, things you think about when you're in the shower, when you're getting ready to go to bed, that just kind of keep you up at night, right? So let's start with time. Your age is just your lap count around a giant ball of fire. And the shower thought would be, or the 3M thought would be, the total number of laps is finite and undisclosed, which means you don't know when you're going to die, but the amount of time you have to live is limited. So you don't have forever to live. And every time you get 1 year older, you run one more lap, one more circle around the running track, which is kind of like an analogy. This is what we call an analogy, where you're comparing one thing with another. Time, age, with like running around the track. Interesting. Shower thought. Every photo of you is a photo of a younger person. That's true. Every time I take a picture, that person no longer exists, okay? 3 a.m. Today you are the oldest you've ever been and the youngest you'll ever be again. And that sentence gets less fun every time it's true, which is always true. Yes, but you can make it fun. It's a state of mind. This is the oldest I have ever been, and I will never get younger than I am now. It's like a paradox. It's funny. Shower thought. Kids think a year lasts forever because it's 10% of their whole life. Time literally accelerates as the percentage. By that math, you may be experientially more than halfway done. The years left will feel shorter than the ones already spent. So, if you think about this year lasts such a little time, it passed so fast. Why? Because in hindsight, when I look back, you know, I'm looking back at Father Time and how far back I look. It's like this, right? I'm 42. So 1 year when I'm 42, it's not that long compared to like, hey, I'm 5 years old. 1 year is a long time because it's 1/5 of my life. Quick hi to Jacob Rojas. Jacob is back. What's up, Jacob? We're going to be here for another 27 minutes, just, chatting and chilling. The new video. I haven't posted a video on YouTube for the last couple of days, but if you look on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, I've been posting there a little bit more these last few days. So, this is interesting, right? So, when I'm 42 and I think 1 year passes so fast, it's because it is one out of the 42 years I've lived. But if you're like 3 years old, 4 years old, 1 year is going to pass so slowly for you. Why? Because it's like 1/3 of your life. So it's just going to feel faster. Okay. The 90s were 30 years ago is a fun party fact. The gap between now and the 90s equals the gap between the 90s and the 60s. And your opinion about which one feels longer is just your own aging, measured out loud. I guess feels longer of a period of time ago because, yeah, the 60s were a long time ago, but the 90s were 30 years after that. And I guess it depends on how old you are, right? Because if you're like 100, then I guess it's more or less the same. But if you're like me in my age, you're gonna feel nothing because you were not born in the 60s. And if you were born now, you're not gonna be able to understand. So it's kind of like, You know, the gap, what feels longer? I guess it depends on whether or not you're alive then. Mortality. Let's see what we have here. A cemetery is a library where every book stopped mid-sentence. That's crazy. That's kind of a crazy thought. Like a cemetery is a place where a lot of people are buried. So it's kind of like if you imagine that as a library and each person is a book, that means that their lives were being written and then all of a sudden their books ended and they died. That's insane. In 4 generations, no living person will remember your voice. You will be a row in someone's genealogy spreadsheet with your name spelled slightly wrong. Kind of crazy thought. Nope. It's all right, Jacob. Yeah, I've been posting on a few other platforms. Yeah, TikTok as well. So thank you for asking, man. All right, another shower thought. You have survived 100% of your worst days, undefeated. Statistically, you may have already had your best one and it passed without a trophy ceremony. Okay, maybe. You know, every day we live, like we have survived and lived the next day where before yesterday it was like the worst day of your life. And then we survived that day. So if you're alive today, that means that you have survived 100% of all of your worst days. Interesting thought. Let's see. These are some interesting ones here. The last person to ever say your name decides when you fully leave. You may have already met them. It might be someone from HR. Not sure what that means, but I think it means that like the last person to ever say my name to my face is the last time someone will ever say that to my face while I'm alive, I guess. Interesting. Next. The body. You have never actually seen your own face, only mirrors, photos, and rumors. Interesting thought. So, I've only seen my face as a reflection of my face. I've never seen my face like somebody else, another human, looks at my face and sees it. That makes sense. Everyone who loves you knows your face better than you ever will. It is a gift you gave away without opening. I guess it's true. I guess I'm only able to see my face as a reflection. It is what it is. Your skeleton is always wet. Okay, that's disturbing. I didn't know that. Your skeleton will outlast every opinion you've ever held. Possibly true. Every thought I've had, my skeleton will live longer than that. It'll be in the ground or it'll be in the form of dust. It's a crazy thought to have. Your heart has been doing push-ups since before you were born. It has a final number and you're spending beats right now on this video. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. The you, wait, you are the ship of Theseus. Your body quietly replaces itself. The you of 7 years ago is materially gone. You're a tribute act that inherited the memories and the debts. So yeah, cellularly, I'm more tired and I still have the memories, but my cells have also changed themselves out to the point where it's like a computer. All the parts have been changed out. Does that mean it's a new computer or not? Kind of an interesting thought to have. Um, Everyone in traffic believes they're the protagonist of the traffic. That's true. Everyone stuck in traffic in the car, they're driving, they think they're the main characters of this whole street. But you are a blurry extra in thousands of strangers' photos and memories. Unnamed, mid sentence, wearing clothes you don't remember owning. That's true. I've walked into and past a lot of people's photos. And no, I don't remember what I was wearing or what I was thinking. All right. Right now, somewhere, someone is having the single best day of their lives. That's true. Also, I could say someone is having the worst single day of their lives. These are interesting. I love these little shower thoughts. Let's see if I have some more shower thoughts. Let's see here. Clocks are machines that turn circles into urgency. We invented numbers for the sky's movement, divided them into smaller numbers, strapped those numbers into our wrists, and now feel guilty whenever the numbers say we are behind. It does control us, man. Father Time is undefeated. I think time is what controls um our every decision and our every action and our every word. Like, is what I'm, gonna say gonna save me time? Is it gonna take me time? How long is this message going to take for me to read? How long is this email going to take? How long is this live stream going to be? By the way, it's ending in 18 minutes. Okay, I'm here every day at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the 12th day, almost 2 weeks now, where I've been here every day at 10. I'm pretty impressed and proud of myself for doing something punctually for this long. All right. Let's see. Let's get some more shower thoughts. A calendar is a grid humans use to put fences around time. Nothing in nature knows it is Tuesday. Tuesday exists because billions of people agreed to behave as though a particular sunrise belongs inside of a particular square. No one knows it's Monday. No one knows it's Tuesday if you are somebody in nature, you know? Thank you for the gift, Jacob. So thank you everyone for being here. And if you are here, are passing through, just drop your nationality flag. Birthdays celebrate surviving another lap around something that could kill us instantly. We mark the passage of time with cake because the honest ritual, staring silently at everyone we love while admitting another year has vanished, would be unbearable. Yeah, that's kind of harsh. I don't really celebrate my birthdays anymore. Sometimes people celebrate them for me, and I'm very grateful when people remember my birthday and they celebrate it on my behalf with me. It makes it special. I stopped celebrating my birthday, gosh, I think during my 20s, formally. Um, Usually, I just want to think about my life on the days leading up to my birthday and then on my birthday at night. I like to sit in the dark. I like to have a drink, whatever, whatever I'm drinking, doesn't matter. And I want to think about my life and I want to think about what I did last year. And then I want to think about what I did in the last 5 or 6 years. Like, so it's like this. Hey, what did I get accomplished this last year? And then I'll think like, hey, what about the last half decade? And then what about the last decade, the last 10 years? And is where I am now where I want to be or where I thought I was going to be? Like, it's a it's kind of sad, but it's also necessary to be in the silence, in the dark, and think about my life and think about where I'm going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Because 1 year from now is too soon. It happens too fast. And it's got to be like 5 years. It takes that long to finish something, at least for me. I'm 42. In 5 years, I'm going to be 47. And in 3 years after that, I'm going to be 50. Can you imagine that? I feel like I'm already halfway through my life, but I don't want to jinx it. Like, I don't want to say that and then tomorrow something hits me, or I don't want to say that and then it actually happens and then I actually do die on the day that I said I was going to die, which is like, you know, 42 years from now on this exact day. Like, I don't want to jinx it or put bad luck on me. I am superstitious, you know? I'm Chinese. We are a very superstitious people. Don't care about what anyone says, okay? Um your brain named itself. The object doing the observing is also the object being observed, which means every attempt to understand your own mind is a tool trying to completely measure itself from inside itself. All right. Let me think about this. Your brain named itself. The object, which is my brain, that is doing the observing outside of itself, is also the brain, the object, that is being observed. Which means every try to understand your own brain is the tool itself, the brain, trying to completely measure itself from inside itself. I think it's a hard thing to do. All right. The voice in your head has no actual voice. Interesting thought. I mean, I talk to myself a lot. I mean, in these monologues on my Soybean Cowboy YouTube, I talk to a lot of people, but I'm talking to myself. I place a camera in Mother Nature or I go to the city and I sit down and just I record myself for 30 minutes to an hour. All right, do you follow small content creators on social platforms? Do you subscribe on YouTube to small content creators? Usually when I meet someone in real life, um, I might follow someone if like I actually know them in real life. Let's say I meet someone at a dinner party, and then like, what do you do? Oh, cool. Oh yeah, cool. And then we get along, and then it's like, hey, you're cool. Let's hang out. And then yeah, I may subscribe to a channel that could be more for building relationships, right? But usually for YouTube, I only subscribe to people that I actually watch. And I don't think I subscribe to many YouTube channels because um I'm very picky with what I watch, and so I don't think I've subscribed to a YouTube channel in a very long time. Like, I think the last one I subscribed to was like a podcast. And the reason why is because I pay for YouTube Premium, right? And so I'm always listening to a podcast or a long video essay. And so I do subscribe to those kinds of creators. Um and I'm very picky about like what I see on my feed. So it's less about relationships building on YouTube and it's less about like making friends. And it's more about like, okay, what do I actually watch on TV? You know. So when it comes to pets, I got 3 dogs and 2 birds and 2 kids, but they're not pets, so I can't call pets kids or kids pets. They're very different. But I do have a full house. It's a zoo in here, and it gets kind of crazy sometimes. 10 minutes until I jump off. Jacob, thank you so much for being here, man. A shout out to Jacob. He's been consistently showing up and just hanging out here. So I really appreciate him. And whoever else is passing by, passing through, if you have something you want to chat about, then feel free to. I'm just here for 30 minutes at a time. I am Teddy Wing 86 on all socials. I'm here 10 p.m. Eastern each time. We just talk about life. It's a very slow stream. I don't really clip these for the main channel, at least not yet, because I don't have anything really exciting going on, or anything dramatic or anything very crazy happening, which I'm pretty crazy on those channels, and so this is more of a contemplative situation. It's around 6:50 in California. You live further because, yeah, I'm in Asia and you're in North America. Yeah, it's in the evening in California, which is one of my favorite states. I think California and New York possibly have the best food in the US. A lot of people say that, but I believe that. I think the best food I've had in the US was in California and New York, at least so far. Texas has some good food too. So, all right, here's another thought. Embarrassment is your memory pretending there is still an audience. So, you're the only one who's embarrassed. No one remembers. The people involved may have forgotten the moment years ago, yet your body can recreate the shame instantly. The event ended, the audience left, but your nervous system continues performing for an empty theater. Wow, that's crazy. Confidence is sometimes just forgetting to imagine everyone is judging you. Everyone judging you. To imagine everyone judging you. Okay. Perhaps insecurity is not excessive self awareness, but excessive audience awareness. A life lived from an imaginary seat somewhere outside your own body. Okay. Okay. These are interesting, I think you can fake confidence. Um you can act like you're confident, or you can pretend like you are feeling and acting this way. You could fake it till you make it, right? But how long can you sustain that? Um all right, let's see here. Let's have some more thoughts and then we'll jump off, all right? Let's see. The mind does not run. Hold on, how does this? I want let's see what other thought either there is. Thinking about thinking is the mind's favorite infinite loop, and the shower is one of the few places it can run without interruption. Can you do that voice? Let me do the voice. Actually, I can try to do the voice. Let's just try to read these in the voice, in the special voice. Let me drink a cup. Have a little drink. Mm, yummy. Chase that with some water. All right, let's do the voice, yeah? This is the Asian voice. It's like the Taiwanese voice, the Taiwan dialect of Chinese. You ready? Showers up. Thinking about thinking is the mind favorite loop. And the shower is one of the few places it can run without interruption. Metacognition at 3 a.m. Turn into Hall of Meter. Every see that now you can't understand me, which is a big issue because it's too heavy of an accent. I have to do it in a way where you can still understand me. Here's another shower thought. If we're living in a simulation, the shower is still one of the better subroutines they bothered to render in high fidelity. If this is a simulation, then the 3 a.m. dread is either an unintended bug or a deliberately coded feature. Either possibility is equally unsettling. Interesting. So before I jump off, let's just give some final thoughts. The last 5 minutes. What did we talk about? What did we learn about? What did we think about today? Is that shower thoughts and 3 a.m. thoughts are actually very similar. You can have like a shower thought is more of an optimistic, objective. It's not positive, it's not negative, it's just a random thought you have. There is no feeling attached to it. A 3 a.m. thought is more existential and a little bit leaning towards the negative with some hints and subtlety of positivity. But it's not the same thing, but it's two coins or two faces of the same object. And for me, when I'm in the shower, I don't really sing. I either listen to a podcast or I just sit in the dark. Either way, I'm in the dark. Like, I love showering in the dark. I don't like to shower in the light because it hurts my eyes. Maybe it's because I look at I edit my videos too long and I look at the computer screen all the time. Or I just, I'm getting older maybe, and I don't like harsh lighting. Maybe the light in my bathroom is too harsh. I don't like to shower in the light. Um, and at 3 a.m., I'm asleep, man. Like when I put my kids to bed at about 8 and 8:30, I usually try to get them to bed around 9:30 and 10. So it takes us about 60 to 90 minutes to go from, hey, I live in the 5-story house. We got to walk all the way up. Takes about 60 to 90 minutes to really get them settled down. And then from that, I like to bring, all of my devices into my room. I like to fire up the laptop, connect to my little wireless, and just do some work. Look at my analytics, look at my YouTube, my TikTok, my Facebook, my Instagram, my X. And I do the same thing either way on my iPhone too, which I like to scroll at night. But it's like there is a difference between researching and consuming content. Like, doom scrolling, I think is good. Um, as long as you can physically do it. Now, when does it become bad? I think it becomes bad when you're not doing the other things you need to do. So it should not replace the things that you should be doing, but I think you should be doing it. But I don't know, like, I don't think it's good to doom scroll too much on one account. Maybe doom scroll on different accounts so you get different algorithms. I tend to do it on one account just because I like to jump on X also. I like to jump on Instagram and kind of see what content is blowing up over there. And so research and uh consuming content are two different things. And some people may even say they are one and the same. Okay. Honestly, I think it's good to do both. But when does one start and when does the other start? Like, for me, when I'm when I'm consuming content, I'm always researching. I'm always bookmarking sounds or bookmarking videos that I want to copy and give credit to, whatever, right? Like, however you got to do it on social media. Like, there's an etiquette to that. Um, but when do you give credit to creators whose ideas you use? That's kind of a hard topic because some memes and some dances, it's just really hard to find the original creator to who do some of those things. And so they might feel left out, but a trend can get so popular that nobody knows who really was the first creator of that trend. And so it's good to kind of do a little research. Maybe I would spend 5 minutes at most looking for the original creator, and if you can't find it, then credit them in the video itself where people can see it. Maybe not too blatant that it ruins the video, but also not too hidden that the creator cannot find it easily. Also, in the captions, you might want to write that too, like which platform you found this on. And yeah, so it is 10:30, guys. It is top of the 30 minutes. I used to do these for an hour, but we've cut them down to half an hour. So thank y'all for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.